What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So, Miss Miami went on a rant the other day. She's very, very emotional in her feelings pertaining to the situation at hand of her baby daddy being stabbed from behind at the RBE event, brick by brick. And she addressed a few people by name. One of the guys she addressed was battle rapper J2. For those of y'all who don't know who J2 is, J2 is he's branded as the first openly homosexual in battle rap. So that's the name that he's credited to. He's the first open gay battle rapper. Now, according to sources of what's being said, allegedly after the stabbing of Stampede, he was supposed to say something to the likes of, they should have hit a main organ or something like that. For the most part, wishing death on a man. That's what they saying. And this is why Miss Miami was so mad and heated of the situation during the time her baby daddy was in a critical state. From what I'm hearing, it was some eternal bleeding that was supposed to have been going on. And he released a statement today saying that his liver was clipped, you know. That's crazy, man. For the most part, I wouldn't wish death on nobody because I know ain't no coming back from that. You die and go to hell, ain't no coming back from that. And ain't nothing in this world worth you going to hell for. So many people take life for granted and don't really pay attention to their surroundings and what's going on. And they not equipped to also understand that mentally, the war never stops. Mentally, the war never stops. The war is always in your mind. So you always have to be aware of how you move and the things you say out of your mouth. Because there's always a war. And they start with wars, thoughts, and ideas. Again, now some of the things the woman was saying when she was going on that rant and that outburst, I could understand why she said the things she said, why she meant the things she meant. I understand it a little better now. I don't justify it, neither do I condone it, but I understand it and why I said I ain't gonna really say nothing until I look more into it to see what's going on. And after looking more into this stuff, seeing what's going on, I'm seeing like that wasn't cool, you know. And I understand. You know, this your baby daddy. She got kids by him. They don't know if he gonna make it or not. So it definitely was a scary moment for her. All the things going on in her mind. She hoping he pulled through. And there's a possibility that her kids won't have their father in their life. And I don't know how much of a good father he was, you know. So yeah, that probably did scare her. Then to see that she ain't getting the support that she may have would have wanted for a woman to be going through what she going through at that time from the battle rap community that she and her baby daddy is a part of. And you hearing people who allegedly praying on this man's death or hope and harm to them in some type of way. Yeah, that's sad. Especially when I see how we just so quick to do this to one another. How it's so hard for us to come to one another aid. And according to Stampede, he was an innocent bystander. He didn't have nothing to do with nothing. He was stabbed from behind and didn't have nothing to do with nothing. So it's things like that, you know? So J2, that's not a good thing, brother. Now, I don't know you and that man relationship, so I can't even really speak on what would move you to allegedly say something like that. I'm saying allegedly, because even though this was being said about, you said it, I don't want to be a gossiper, he say, she say, so I'm not going to put that tag on you and say you actually did say it. So if you did say it, I don't know the history of why you would say something like that, because I don't know you and that man's history, if it's true. But I can see how some people would feel some type of way. I really can. I can see how some people would feel some type of way behind those comments if you really said it. Which now have you in the hot seat. Because what I do know is that she brought your name up, and I'm pretty sure she let her baby daddy know what you allegedly was supposed to have said. So that puts you in the hot seat to some degree. Brothers and sisters, this stuff ain't worth it at all. None of it. None of it at all. We need to be mindful. And for the most part, we need to be adults. Grow up. We all need to grow up. Something just not worth entertaining and speaking about, especially when it profits you nothing. It profits you nothing. And we need to stop plotting on doing things that could be permanent because of situations that we done went through temporarily. Do not let your temporary situation put you in a permanent situation. And always weigh your options, always. Because if you do that, you will find out in most cases, it's not even worth it. When you actually weighing up your life, your plans, your family, your children, your goals. There's no such thing as a perfect crime. Sometimes you just have to let a person be a fool, and don't let a fool bring you down to his level, or he'll actually bring you to shame. He'll actually bring you to shame. Ain't y'all tired of this though? Ain't y'all tired of this? Like everywhere you look, if it ain't happening in your personal circle, it's happening in somebody else's. But every day, ain't it somebody else? Such and such got shot, such and such got locked up, such and such got killed, such and such. It's always something. The devil is busy. Don't let him get y'all so easy. Don't let him get y'all so cheap. Fight back. Be grounded. Stop entertaining everything. Everything is not to be entertained. Sometimes to be wise, you just got to let things go. And I use that for myself too. Sometimes you just got to let things go and stop entertaining everything. This internet is one of the worst things that could have been given to a black man, black people. I'm just keeping it real. Because on this, man, so many enemies is made. So many wars and feuds is being built on this. Jealousy, envy, strife, contention. And it's terrible. It's terrible. We laughing and rejoicing in other people's suffering. Ain't nothing cool about that. Again, I can't speak on J2's relationship with that man because I don't know what their relationship was to make him allegedly say what he said at a time when this man is fighting for his life. I don't know. But if there isn't any background history and he said that, shame on him for that. But it still ain't worth you doing anything to him. It still ain't worth you doing anything to him. It's not. Especially, look, let me tell you something, Stampede. Let me tell you something, Miss Miami. Let it go. People gonna talk anyway. Everybody ain't got to like y'all. Everybody don't like me. To think that everybody's supposed to say something nice to us, to think everybody's supposed to leave us alone because we don't mess with them, we fooling ourselves, because that's not life. You're going to have people that say things about you. You're going to have people that challenge you. You're going to have people that rub you the wrong way. You have to be focused and do what's right for you. Because the enemy don't care. The enemy don't care. We have to be wise and move accordingly. Because if you're going to challenge everybody that got something to say about you, you might as well roll over and die right now. Because it's not going to stop. Think about it. Some of your most notorious killers in the world that was known to be killers had girlfriends who knew they were killers. And them women still cheat on them, knowing that they stone cold killers. Because we dealing with a sinful nature. You got to be wise and do what's right for you, and you got to count your blessings. Okay, people wish death on you. Oh, I hope that nigga dead. I hope that nigga die. I hope he don't make it through. They should have stabbed him in in one of his main organs. Okay, they said that. That's some foul stuff to say. But guess what? God still had compassion on you. God still showed you favor and grace because he delivered and pulled you through. So no matter what anybody say, you still being alive is spit in their face. It's yoke in their face. And you need to take this opportunity to actually genuinely thank God that you didn't die and end up going to hell, because 9 times out of 10, you ain't got a relationship with Jesus Christ. You don't worship him with your whole heart. You don't praise him. I'm pretty sure you don't. And you could have died and went straight to hell. So God had compassion on you to give you another chance at life, that you may know him better, so that you could be a better man, a better father, a better provider. Not to continue with things going on the same way they went on that got you in the hospital, even though you may think you didn't have nothing to do with it. But when you living in sin, because you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you're guilty even of the things you don't think you had a personal hand involved in. That's the danger of being out of the will of God as a result of rebelling against Jesus Christ. Leave it alone. Joe J2 is struggling with things in his own personal life. That homosexual spirit is terrible. It's a murdering spirit. And I hope he come out of that. Change and turn your life around. Do not die in those sins. Have respect for yourself. I'm talking to you, J2. Have respect for yourself. Have respect for the God who made and created you. Be a man. Men don't suck on other men. Men don't bend over to be pounded by other men. Be a man. Man the hell up. Assume your responsibility that God made and created you to have. Stop playing the role of a female when you a man. That's very shameful. Get your act together. Now, leave it alone, Stampede, y'all. Miss Miami, leave it alone. Your baby daddy survived. He back at home with y'all kids. Y'all know who the haters is. Use that as a tool. Now you know who don't like you. Since you know who don't like you now, just move opposite. Move accordingly. Use it for your advantage. Not to continue to make matters worse. Not to continue to make matters worse. You're not going to win in that situation. So just leave it alone. Leave it alone. And count your blessings. You got your baby daddy back. Hopefully y'all will value and appreciate each other more now. So that y'all can do right for y'all children. And be more loving and supportive of one another. So with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's the question, it's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Look, it ain't worth it. Leave that trash alone.